Ms. Mariam Jaafar.
Mr. Deputy Speaker, the COVID-19 pandemic and the ensuing global economic slowdown has made clear just how connected we are and that no one can overcome this disease or its impact alone. Just has been the case domestically, COVID-19 is disproportionately affecting the most vulnerable countries internationally. The impact on health, education, food security, and livelihoods is staggering. And these are cascading outcomes. Millions of children are at risk as routine vaccination programs have had to be deprioritized, and more children are also dropping out of school, especially girls. Decades of progress reversed. So protecting the vulnerable is needed to fight this global pandemic, fuel global economic recovery and growth, and to maintain social stability and peace. The successful and inclusive response now can set us all up for a better future. So there is, as my colleagues have said, a clear moral and economic imperative for private, public, and social sectors to work together. Yet we have seen the continued rise of nationalism and protectionism, and multilateralism continues to weaken. Declining levels of official development assistance and rising levels of debt are also impeding the world's ability to pay for efforts to realize global sustainable development goals. The poorest countries hardest hit by COVID will also face a debt crisis. Singapore is acutely aware of the connectedness and the importance of multilateral efforts. Multilateral cooperation and multilateral institutions like the IMF remain the best way to tackle global challenges, whether it is COVID-19, future pandemics, economic slowdown, or climate change. So their success is vital to us. We have also seen what remarkable things can be achieved when the world does come together. For example, in what Prime Minister Lee termed vaccine multilateralism, leading to COVID-19 vaccines being developed in record time. So it's important to rebuild and recommit to multilateralism. So I support MAS's intent to respond to IMF's call to support the most vulnerable low-income countries impacted by COVID-19. I'm also heartened at two aspects of the proposed support. Firstly, that the grants will go towards not only immediate relief to fight COVID, but investments in healthcare systems and crisis capability development that will strengthen preparedness for future epidemics and crises. Secondly, that the assistance goes beyond debt and debt suspension to grants and clearing arrears, where a country's debt levels is no longer tenable. I hope that the IMF will also be flexible and responsive on the detailed design and implementation to address any potential stakeholder concerns and maintain support for the grants from member countries and recipients. And just as PM Lee's call helped to shape the global conversation around equitable access to COVID vaccines, that the voices of our leaders, such as Senior Minister Tharman, will help shape how the world helps low-income countries. Beyond increasing our development assistance, though, I would like to propose two strategies to go in parallel. The first is to increase awareness and appreciation of our international assistance efforts among our people. Our youth have grown up in a connected world. They understand intuitively the imperative for us to do more to assist the most vulnerable. So we must show the next generation that we are listening and that we have heard them. And for the skeptics, we must continue to demonstrate to our people that our international assistance efforts can make us all better. Secondly, we can encourage more of our people and our businesses to lend expertise and participate in the development and implementation of assistance programs on the ground, particularly for lower-income countries in the region. This will help our people understand the region better and support our regionalization and internationalization efforts, bringing us back to where I started, that the world is interconnected. With that, I support the motion. Thank you.